Opening statement, open for questions.
What a great team victory. Obviously Talequia, she was 6 for 6 from the field. Had her a 3-ball from the top of the key. That's more what their forwards and their post players, their line item looked like last year, their stat line. They were 8 for 8 from the field and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And they scored 58 points. We felt like this is one of the games that might have kept us out of the WNIT last year, and we're keeping track of that. We didn't shoot the ball great from the 3, but we shot the ball great from the field, and I think it had to do with our energy on the defensive end of the floor. And I just thought it was a great team win. I'm really excited. This is probably the most excited I've been this year, even though we scored 104 against Moorhead. And our young ones played well. We got a lot of young minutes today, and so I'm really excited for our team. Open for questions.
This game have a special significance. You were in it like nothing I've seen, at least this year, as far as being enthusiastic and directing from the sideline.
Well, the more you get comfortable in your environment, the more you can settle in, and the deeper we go in the season, the more competitive it's going to be.
Yeah.
I'm geared up and ready to rock. I mean, I was more into it because the deeper you play in the year, in the calendar year, the more the games mean in a coach's life. You want to be playing in March and April, right? So I'm getting ready, and I knew what the game was like last year, and I was going to make sure that I did my part. We usually do a challenge circle every day where we challenge, like, Talequia, you were really good today from the field. We need you to dance in the post and get around in front more. So we hit them with something good, and then we say something we need more. Well, the last 2 days we've done a commitment circle where, T says she's not going to pout. She did, and when she doesn't pout, she's more effective. And surely to goodness you can see that. My commitment was I'm going to demand better. I'm going to demand more, and I will not back off of it. And you can see even my body language right now is a little more intense. I'm not very competitive outside of this element because I am so competitive in this element that I need to have some balance. I got to be pretty relaxed. If I go play golf with my dad, which I hadn't played golf in 3 years because I have Steele and Brett, and we try and focus a lot on them. But if I go play golf, I really don't care how I play. But when we get in this deal and there's more on the line, you'll never have to worry about if I'm into it or not.
Talequia, what's this mean for you today? You talked about the long layoff, and all of a sudden, you mentioned I might be, is this for real? And all of a sudden, here's another day. Is this for real?
Well,
are you in shape?
Well, this was a big win for us because I wasn't playing last year, but we did not win last year, and it was I didn't stop hearing about it from my teammates. So us winning this game today, it really meant a lot for everybody, like returners and all that.
Where are you now in relation to where you would like to be or think you can be as far as getting back into the flow of things?
I think where like my basketball IQ, I like it dropped off a little bit because I hadn't played in like 3 years, so I'm trying to get it back on track.
What about the skill levels, the physical things?
Physical level, I'm just getting old. I got bad knees.
Shoot, everybody in the room laugh because you're not getting old.
I feel like I'm getting old. So.
Holy nuts.
Shayna, another big night off the bench. What's it mean for you personally and for the team to be able to come off the bench night after night and provide points?
Just glad I can be here to help the team win, be a part of it. It's a good program to be. I'm glad I'm here.
Matt, the thing that amazed me, you had such a good defensive effort in the first half, and it was even better in the second half. And I've been watching you guys since you got here, and I've just never seen the intensity level gets so high so early and then actually be able to push it up another notch.
We usually, defensively, we usually make some pretty good adjustments at halftime. Offensively, we've struggled a little bit because we don't have as many weapons as we do on this roster. But now when we are solid on defense, because we can score, points off turnovers, we had like 24 points off turnovers a day.
Right.
So it helps the energy of the game. Our identity should be our energy, and we kind of figured that out as of late. And if our energy's good, let me tell you something about energy too. Football just played. It was on while we were tipping, right? Roughly. It's Black Friday. Students are gone. The men play at 7:30. Our crowd was unbelievable. All those things considered, for a 4 o'clock weird tip time on Black Friday. Our crowd, that helps our energy too. It's really cool. It's kind of weird how much it's exploded. But I'll take it any way we can get it, and that helps our energy. And there is no doubt in my mind that Shayna Gore, Taylor Porter, Talequia Hamilton, Leah Scott, Logan Fraley, Maddie Moore, we all feed off that. I do. It helps me. When we leave warm-ups, I played at Colorado. When I was at Kansas, when they let the floor here at Kansas, when Kansas let the floor, the place was going nuts because it was already sold out. We're starting to get a crowd when we leave warm-ups that you can hear the crowd erupt. And how do you not play hard for that? And so the support that we're getting is unbelievable. Sorry for the tangent, but our energy, being our identity, it's unbelievable.
Taylor, put your damn perspective with the energy, because the other day he was singing the non-energy that you had to find it between the last game and today, and evidently y'all did.
Yeah, last game wasn't a very good game for me personally. And, Coach was talking about commitments, and I committed to fixing my attitude, and I think that helped my energy. So, that being said, everybody had a good attitude today, and everybody brought energy to the floor, and we have to do that every day. We can't take a day off.
I would like to piggyback on that. She says attitude. She's hard on herself. Same way that Leah Scott is, or Narisha Victor, or T. It's not an attitude directed at anybody, but they have to understand as they mature of what it looks like. The whole saying is somebody's always watching. We don't say that here. We say everybody is always watching. And as the crowd goes and the media support grows and everything, you're under more of a microscope. So I don't want you to think Taylor doesn't have a bad attitude. She is hard on herself. That reflects sometimes poorly upon herself and how she feels about the people around her. And so I want to clarify that, because attitude, they don't know the difference. They don't. They just don't until they get into a position of where, their long term is their Twitter feed while you were away. Not looking back and really reflecting on things.
How good is it for you being able to throw 12 people out there and get positive contributions? Because, I was here when you started, and you would sometimes go to the bench and just go, okay, we'll keep playing. So, it's a great change.
The future is bright. I may not make it to the future because it may give me a heart attack, but you could just see. Logan Fraley stuck her nose in plays. Hope Lester, like I said, she earned 2 marbles. Not that y'all care what marbles are, but she earned 2 marbles this week from her teammates. You got to see Alma Artful. Maddie Morris was the first post sub off the bench, so I could rest Chelsea's shoulder. Kadeja Brooks. All of them. Shayna, clearly. I don't know who I'm leaving out, but the future is bright. Everybody can see that. That's a no-brainer. Getting there's going to be some ebbs and flows, but my commitment was demanding their best. And so even though we were up 30 or 25 or whatever, I was coaching my tail off because I demand their best. It's not about the score. You know me. Winning is about more than outscoring the opponent. It's not about the scoreboard. And but you can just see Alma Artful was aggressive off ball screens and got a bucket, and their head was spinning too. But it's nice. It's nice in a game that is going to be a dogfight, and we fought to the end no matter what the score was.
You've had 3 games where you scored less, and now you've turned that around today. Is that a significant statistic? You scored more today than you had in the previous three.
Oh, I'd like to hang a big number every day. It makes it easier on you. But I knew if we held them to below 50, we'd have a shot. Because I thought, and I think I said that publicly after the last game. I think we're going to hang 50 on the board. And if we hold you below 50, we got a shot. And we were able to do that, and we got some easy leak outs, and we shared the ball well today, passed the ball up the floor on the break well, all the way up and down the roster, and you can just see the maturity and the growth. I think we're good. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you.